What's up, everybody? Dog185. There's levels to this. Welcome to another episode of the Gamer's Perspective podcast. It's your boy, Dog185. You already know what it is. Let me make sure the sound is good. You guys already know we gotta do our little mic check, mic check. Bear with me real quick. Mic check, mic check. Alright, sounds good. Alright, so the topic of today's podcast is going to be based around live service games. So there's murmurings, rumblings, rumors, talk, whatever the case may be out there, that Sony is going to continue to focus on live service games. And in this podcast, we like to focus on the gamer's perspective of all of this. So how do we feel as gamers when a company like Sony, Microsoft, EA, Epic, whoever the case may be, focuses on making a live service game? The reality is that there's a lot of live service games out there, and the reason that there is so many is because when they succeed, the amount of money that they make for the company is lucrative. Now, from the gamer's perspective, when they succeed, you have a very fun game that typically has a very low entry level as far as money wise. Sometimes they're free, the majority of them are free, and you spend money if you wish. The longer you play a live service game, though, the more likely you are eventually to spend money, but typically at that point you're already invested and you're okay spending that money. So I'll be honest with you, I don't mind Sony focusing on making live service games for this one simple fact. I want to show you something. I know everyone talks about buying their games and buying their games full price and all this other stuff, but I want to show you something. As you guys know, I have made the move from console to PC, and now I use my PC like 95% of the time. I barely turn on my console anymore, which my console of choice this generation was the Xbox Series X. My Xbox Series X is not even connected to the TV at the moment. I only have the PS5 and my PC, and then the PS5 doesn't really get turned on either. Actually, my son uses this PS5 a lot more. He has his Portal connected to it in his account. So the PC is pretty much what I play. And while gaming on PC, even though I have access to things like Xbox Game Pass Ultimate or Game Pass PC on PC, and I do have some games, downloaded on here, I did go through a time where I told myself that I wanted to rebuy my Xbox library here on Steam. Now, I want to show you guys. Something, because this put things into perspective for me. Okay, let's just say I didn't have a service like Game Pass, and I wasn't able to play all of Microsoft's day and date games whenever they dropped or whatever the case may be. Buying games full price is extremely expensive, can get expensive very, very quickly for a gamer. So let's go to the Steam store, and I just want to look at the games that have came out recently. I'm just gonna add them to my cart. I'm not actually gonna go ahead and purchase them. So we got Black Ops. That was a pretty big hit. A lot of people bought that, right? So let's go with Black Ops, and I'm gonna show you guys why live service games make sense. Okay. So Black Ops 6, even though it's on sale right now on Steam, that bad boy is looking like $52. Okay, we'll go ahead, add that to the cart. Boom. Again, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna be actually buying it. Okay, so here we go. Black Ops 6, that's $52. Well, there's another big game that dropped this year. What do we want to go with? Yeah, tell me, we want to go with Black Myth, Black. What's the name of that game? Black Myth Wukong, is that the name of it? Black Myth. That should bring it up. Okay, Black Myth Wukong, right? Okay. Boom. Let's go ahead and add that to it as well, right? Okay. Add that to the cart. Let's see. Let's continue shopping. Let's put another game. Oh, did it not add? Add to the cart. Oh yeah, let's continue shopping. Let's add now. What's another big game that dropped that we would have purchased? Let's see. Hellblade. Right. Let's go with Hellblade. Yeah. Okay, this is on sale right now for $24. Okay, not bad. Let's throw that into the cart. There you go. Continue shopping. All right. What else? What else? What else did we play? Did I play a lot last year? I'm trying to think of things that I played a lot last year. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I'm gonna delete Black Myth Wukong because those aren't games that I played myself. Forza. I played Forza a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm only gonna put the games in here that I have actually played myself, because I think that's gonna give a more accurate description of what I'm trying to show. But this also works if you're a PlayStation gamer. Does it not show? That's what. Okay, Forza Motorsport. Yep, this is it right here. Boom. Throw that in there as well. Okay. Continue shopping. Let's see what else we got. What else we played? We also played. Oh, I also got Indiana Jones, right? I did play Stalker as well. Okay, Indiana Jones. This one is $70. This one's not on sale. Throw that in there as well, because I played that as well. Do your shopping. We gotta go. Stop doing that. Okay. I did try Stalker, so I did play that. So I would have had to have purchased it. Stalker 2, $53 right now. Boom. What else? 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 What else did we try this year? I'm trying to remember. What up, ISO? I'm trying to remember. What else did we try this year? I can't remember. Full Moon Floor. All right, so let's say this is just this year. Okay. Can we look at the cart? All right. So in my cart, I have Stalker 2, which I was able to play via Game Pass. Indiana Jones, which I was able to play via Game Pass. Forza Motorsport, which I was able to play via Game Pass. Hellblade 2, Game Pass. Oh, Black Myth Wukong, we're gonna remove this. Okay. Oh, I had 2 Black Myth Wukong. We're gonna move that. Okay. And Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Okay, so that's all. Everything that I got to play via Game Pass, and that's not counting anything else that I might be forgetting, that or games that I've continuously have played. Oh, I also played see, I gotta put Assassin's Creed Odyssey in here, and I also gotta put Assassin's Creed Origins as well. But hold on, give me a quick second. Alright, yep, so we gotta put Assassin's Creed. Let's go ahead and do this. Can you let them know I'm streaming? Let's see, Assassins. Did I spell that wrong? Let's go with Assassins. There you go. Assassin's Creed Origin. Okay, this is only $5 right now, so not bad. Okay. Continue shopping. All right. And Odyssey as well. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. I think that's good. So that justifies it. So let's go to my cart. All right. So did I play anything else this? I can't remember if I played anything else this year via Game Pass. But these are all games that I played via Game Pass. Okay, so via Game Pass, if I was to go ahead and replace all of that and just buy them all on Steam, I would have spent $254. Now, because I have Game Pass Ultimate, I'm actually spending $240 a year, right? However, it also comes with a whole bunch of other games that I have access to as well, right? But for the games that I have played so far this year, and these are the ones that I can only remember, but I'm sure I've played more. This is what I would have spent. Not everyone can spend something like $250 every single year for just 7 games. Okay, and I say just 7 games because even though I spent $240 this year for Game Pass, I had access to way more than all these games because that's how I play Halo Infinite. That's how I play Starfield, right? So there's other games. I'm just talking about the games that I played this year, right? That's just this year, okay? So when you're looking at it this way, if there's people out there that are not subscribed to Game Pass and are not willing to spend that money, right, to get the value that Game Pass is, and let's say you're already subscribed to something like PlayStation Plus or whatever, then the other games that take the majority of people's times are games like Apex Legends. Right now, Marvel's Rivals is taking a lot of people's time. Halo Infinite is also, the multiplayer is also free, right? So I would understand why PlayStation would want to focus on those games, because games like Apex Legends and Marvel's Rivals and stuff like that, like these games are free and they're fun to play. What's the other one? Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, all these games that you can play that are free to play game, and they're making their money based off the live service games. Even you might not be able to play Black Ops, but you can play Warzone. That's free as well. So I get it for PlayStation to try to make a live service game that's theirs, that might appeal at the same level of something like Apex Legends or something like Warzone or something like Fortnite. If they could do that, it'll be phenomenal. Now on the PC realm, they do have Helldivers, but I think they really want something as big as that on their console. And if they could figure that out as a gamer, I'm gonna tell you right now, if they make a game that's fun, that's playable that way, gamers are gonna win as well. Because like I said, not everybody's gonna be out here spending upwards of $240 a year on video games. Okay, and the games that I showed you that I'm playing, those are just the ones that are on Game Pass. But in reality, if you want to play all the latest and greatest, like the Black Myth Wukong's, the Hogwarts Legacies when they drop, the Black Ops 6 when they drop, the Indiana Jones when they drop, and you were playing full price, you could easily get above that 240 before you know it. Instead, what PlayStation could do is give you a great live service game, something that you play, for the majority of the year, and when you see a game that you really intrigues you, then on that game you go ahead and drop that $60, or you go ahead and drop that $70. That makes way more sense. The problem that Sony's going to run into is that they have to compete with a lot of good competition out there when it comes to live service games, and then they also got to compete with different sales of games and stuff like that. But I think that overall, live service games, I'm just being honest with you, people want to complain about them, but they've proven their point, man. Games like Marvel Rivals are extremely fun. People playing them. Games like Apex Legends are a staple of gaming now. Games like even Halo Infinite, games like Warzone, games like Fortnite, games like Roblox, games like Minecraft. These are all free games that, hey man, they're taking time away from you playing a single player game. But at the end of the day, if you're enjoying it and you're having fun, who cares? And not to mention those games that you actually pay money for full price, like Madden and 2K, and those take tremendous amount of your time. You know, Sony is trying to make one of those games. Remember, they charged for Helldivers. Now, Helldivers wasn't a full price game. I think it was like $40 when it dropped. But think about it. I think they did good. They got people to buy the game and got people to play the game. I think the fumble that they made was when they had the automatic sign in, right? Which I think they should just came with that from the get go. But the next live service game, I'm sure will have the sign in that you need to have and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't see a huge problem with Sony going that route as long as they make a good game, right? Right now, this game here, Marvel's Rivals, is pretty fun. I've played it a little bit. I play it a lot with my sons, right? But there are games that, like my game of the year, or the game that took my weekly wrap up this year, was Forza Motorsport. And it's just a racing game, a game that doesn't end, a game that you just keep playing over and over and over again. So every single time that I turned on Forza Motorsport, that was time that was taken away from me playing another game. Now, while I'm in Forza Motorsport, the more that I'm in there, the more of a chance Microsoft has of me actually buying one of their little car packs or whatever the case may be, you know, which that might be the way for them to make more money off of microtransaction, off of quote unquote live service game. But I'm gonna leave it there. I want to know what you guys think. Are you guys okay with live service games? Are you guys okay with Sony going that direction? Again, as a gamer, I can see it both ways. I'm just glad that Microsoft does have something like Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate, and I'm glad that there's not that it's not just Microsoft games, right? I'm glad that I can play other, big titles on here as well, So if I look at everything that's on here, like, oh, actually, I think I can go. I think there's a day and date category. Oh yeah, day one release, right? Let's see if we pull this category. See, this is all games that came out the day one release. You know what I'm saying? So like Flintlock, okay, Tunic, Persona 3 Reloaded, right? Sniper Elite 5, right? Games that aren't Xbox games. A Plague Tale Requiem, Lies of P, alright? Let's see, Sea of Stars, I heard that was good. Wulong Fallen Dynasty, I heard that was good as well, So there's a whole bunch of games on here that, you could try, you could play, when they drop, that you're not, I don't want to say wasting money, but you don't have to worry about spending your money per se in order to full price, at least, in order to play the game and try it. Palworld, that was a big one that dropped. I was on here. Oh, Another Crab's Treasure, I actually beat that game. Oh, I played that game this year too. That was actually pretty good too. So yeah, so if it wasn't for Game Pass, man, I would probably be, I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for Game Pass, I would be playing a lot more live service games and probably wouldn't be playing as many of any of these newer games that dropped. I wouldn't, just because I know me. I would wait for the price of these games to drop and then go from there and play them later. So I'm glad that I have access to Game Pass. But if you're on the PlayStation side and you're not subscribed to that to their PlayStation Plus Extra, or even if you are, they don't have the same type of day and date deals that Xbox has. So you're gonna be paying full price over it. I know they call it the pay station, but again, if Sony focuses on live service games, then you're gonna have something that's gonna be worthwhile on that system if you're not willing to spend all that money. In order to have a good time on the PlayStation 5, you got to spend a lot more money, I would argue, than if you were to be on Xbox. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. DocDog1985. There's levels to this. We are out. Peace.